Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Tuesday, January 30th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. You remember when you were a kid and your dad would walk into the room and all of a sudden you just hopped up and got right back to work? Well, I think that's probably how our old friend Shawn Rhoden felt when the big boss, Chris Aceto, decided to drop by during a recent leg training session. Last week, our very own master technician hooked up to oversee his star pupil for a much-needed off-season check-in. And by all accounts, everything seems to be on the up and up. Anyone who followed Flexitron during the post-Olympia World Tour probably agrees with me in the fact that he only kept getting better as the contest season was officially in the rearview mirror. So if he can get that version of Shawn Rhoden to the stage when it's money time, that's an athlete who I know can certainly be capable of pushing for a top 2 Olympia spot. It takes a very patient person to understand how important it is to not rush the process. And from the look of his latest off-season updates, 212 Savage, Ricardo Correa doesn't seem to have a problem moving at his own pace. Last Thursday, Team Correa released a pretty candid off-season photo where we see what the most improved man in the 212 division is working with these days. After what he was able to do last season, I think it should be obvious that whatever Correa and his team have been doing flat out works. But now that he's gotten his first real taste of what it is to win at the highest level, you can almost take that to the bank that he's going to come back and be even hungrier this time around. I'm already on record as saying that the classic physique division is going to be insane from wire to wire this year. And even right now in late January, I already guarantee you that Olympia runner-up Chris Bumstead is going to be a major part of that equation. Over the weekend, Bumstead was spotted going super old school with his throwback shoelace deadlift session as he continues to slowly add even more weaponry to one of the most dangerous arsenals in the industry. Everyone who's been following this kid's career has known he was going to be a mega star since his day back on the Canadian amateur stage. But even the biggest cheerleaders in the Bumstead fan club would have to admit that not even they saw this level of success coming to him this early in his career. And at just 22 years old, it still feels like he's really only beginning to scratch the surface of his greatness. And if he blazes his way to a few wins in some of these insane lineups, I can't even begin to imagine what the pre-Olympia hype is going to be like this season. I've been around long enough to know when an athlete is pouring every last ounce of their heart and soul into a prep because they want to win more than they want anything else in this life at this moment. That's why I'm falling in love with what Shanique Grant is out there doing right now. Just over 5 weeks out from her first Arnold Classic, Grant is out there attacking the gym like a woman whose sole focus in life is to dominate the stage so convincingly that she goes down in history with one of those 2003 Ronnie Coleman-esque performances. After being forced to pull out of the last 2 Olympias, Grant looks like she's coming into Columbus to make a personal statement that she is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the #1 contender in the division. And with a win on one of the most historic stages in the industry, well, that will sure go a long way towards notarizing that final stamp that says the future of women's physique is right now, right here. Being great at anything in life has absolutely nothing to do with your successes, but it does have everything to do with the way you embrace those moments of pain and agony in between your small victories. So it's a good thing that Hidetada Yamagishi is no stranger to pain. Last weekend, a very focused-looking Hide was spotted hammering out another brutal round of high-rep back training in preparation for his return to the Arnold Classic stage, where he'll be one of the few competitors in the show who can say that they know what it is to be crowned champion. Even though it's only been a few years, the lineup of killers that Hide is going to be sharing the stage with makes it feel like a completely different ballgame. But when people have been discounting your greatness for the entirety of your entire career, like they have with Hide, coming in as the underdog is probably where you're the most comfortable. Stay tuned. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.